Alright, how's it going, party people? My name is Zach Hollenberg, and in this video I'm going to be reviewing Sam Harris's Waking Up app. So if you don't know who Sam Harris is, he is a philosopher, he's a neuroscientist, he is a meditation teacher, and he is an author. And I gotta say, I love this guy. I don't think he's perfect, nobody is. As Lee Child says, you shouldn't have any heroes because you might be disappointed when you meet them. But I think that the Waking Up app, if you just want to go ahead and dive into it right now, it's the only guided meditation experience that I've really ever used. So I don't really like guided meditations. I prefer to just meditate on my own with a timer. But Sam Harris's app is different, and there's a couple reasons why. So first, the background. I'm an agnostic person. I'm not a Buddhist. I'm not really deep into the Buddhist religion. I think there's a lot of very valuable ideas and actionable things you can use from Buddhism. But frankly, the Buddha didn't want people to start a religion. It was like with Jesus, like they had a set of teachings that they wanted people to follow because they were practical and useful, but they didn't want people to build all these like rites and rituals around it, right? And there's these things in Buddhism now that are very far from the original teachings of the Buddha. Originally he was just telling people like to meditate. It was very practical meditation instruction. And whenever people would question him and get metaphysical, like what's the meaning of the universe, or like what is the universe comprised of, the Buddha would answer and say like, that doesn't fucking matter. You just need to be meditating and be present and be here now, be right here. And I'm paraphrasing, obviously. The Buddha didn't probably say fuck. Who knows the translation? He was speaking, a very different, it's like, what, Pali? I don't even remember. I don't know the language he spoke. But it was, any translations of what we have from the Buddha, got to have a little skepticism there. But more to the point, Sam resonates with a certain type of person. So if you are atheist, if you're agnostic, or if you just prefer to have your meditation instruction unflavored by any like religious baggage, Sam is the perfect guy. He's a scientist. He's atheist, and I'm not saying that's good or bad, but it's just a certain type of flavor that some people might like better than others, right? And so it's easy to relate for me because sometimes other meditation teachers will speak of, like a bottomless well of compassion or language like that. And for me, it's always been hard to connect with that unless I'm on a meditation retreat and I'm sitting with a teacher and I can kind of get in that group energy. When I'm on my own, I just prefer something a little bit more in everyday language, and Sam provides that. The second thing is, Sam, I think, has provided a really good instruction in terms of the basics of mindfulness, but also some really more advanced forms. So Sam, he's done a ton of meditation retreats, and there's a specific form of meditation called Dzogchen or Dzogchen. I'm probably pronouncing it wrong, but it's one of the most like advanced forms of meditation. But in Sam's words, it's not something that needs to be secret and advanced. It's something that is really powerful, but you need specific articulate instruction to know how to do it. And so when I heard that in his book Waking Up, which is excellent, and I highly recommend that as well. I was like, okay, I want to try this out, but I guess I'll have to wait for 10 years until I go on like a Dzogchen fucking retreat. It's like this Tibetan Buddhist practice. It's like, fuck, how am I going to find that? I'm going to go to India? Like, what's going to go on? But, and I don't know if Sam is exactly teaching like how Dzogchen's taught or whatever, but he's giving you these same instructions where he's trying to call your attention to specific aspects of reality in a very particular way. And it's just very straightforward. It's very easy to understand, and it gets results. I've used his app, I would say, more days than not. I meditate probably like 4 or 5 days a week on average, and I probably use his app for 3 to 4 of those. I use it almost every time I meditate now, in addition to doing maybe some non-guided meditations as well. And he gives you new content every day, right? So he gives you a new daily meditation every day, and there's an intro course which has 50 meditations in it, and you can blaze through that in like a couple weeks like I did. You could do one a day, you could space them out, whatever you want to do. But they start out really, really simple, and then he gradually like layers in the teachings. And I like his app so much better than anything else I've tried because it's an app, it's simple. I'm sure Headspace and Calm are great. I haven't really used them that much. I prefer the Waking Up app because I have more of a personal connection with Sam. I've read his books, I know his philosophy, and it's more helpful for me to have like a personal connection with a teacher. I know that Headspace is like Andy something Puddicombe, but I don't know his story. He's not like as much of a fleshed out person to me as Sam is. And then another kind of like added bonus that you get all these like specific meditations for like, oh, this is a longer meditation, or you know, this is a meditation for when you're feeling pain. So you have all these specific meditations for specific things, which is really helpful. And he also has a loving kindness meditation series. And I wish that he would expand this because I love loving kindness. It's my favorite form of meditation other than just sitting with the breath, which is my preferred now. But back when I was starting, and particularly when I was really suffering from low self-esteem, loving kindness was the shit, man. That was a real deal, because it's generating this positive emotional state. And you're literally like creating love for yourself. It's literally, and not love in terms of like possessiveness, love in terms of well-wishing and genuinely wanting the best for yourself. Loving kindness is one of the best ways to generate that, and go from like disliking yourself to really being your best friend and having your own back, which makes you a tougher person. It makes you more productive. Like, there's all these benefits, but mainly it's just good to be able to look in the mirror and be like, hey, I like myself. So Sam has, you know, he teaches you how to do loving kindness, and he teaches it in a very, again, like simple, secular, non-hippy-dippy, lovey-dovey way, which I like because it is about loving kindness, but I don't want it to be so sweet and saccharine that, you know, I'm choking on it, right? And yeah, I would say at this point, I'm kind of just rambling. But the Waking Up app is very affordable. You can do the first lessons for free, so there's no excuse to like just go try it out. If you're even like barely considering right now, just try out the first meditation. It's 10 minutes long. You can do it for free. You actually get the first 10 lessons for free without having to put in any credit card information or Apple Pay or anything like that. And then there's also like these groups, so you can join groups, and I'm considering starting a group in the future so we can have a group of people meditating together. But yeah, highly recommended. There's a timer on it. It keeps track of all the minutes you've meditated, which is really cool. I'm trying to get that up. And it keeps track of the streak you're on, which is also like a nice feature that kind of keeps you in the groove. And regardless of if you like waking up or not, I would highly suggest, if you're into guided meditations, try one of the apps, because it's just way more convenient than using like an audiobook or anything else like that. It'll help you do meditation daily, and consistently meditating is the most important part, right? Just consistently getting it done and soldiering on. All right, that's my review. I highly recommend it. I use it myself. Go check out Waking Up. Again, free trial. I don't get money for recommending this. This is some real shit right now. This is what I fucking use. It's like cussing on camera. It's very fun. All right, I really appreciate you watching. Hit like, hit subscribe, comment with any of your feedback. I would love to hear your questions, or you can go ahead and send me an email at Zach, Z-A-K, at zachcolumber.com. My name is on the YouTube channel, so just spell it that way. Peace out. Till next time.